we're going to start looking back at it was, I said at the top of the show, it was a bonkers night of football, wasn't it? For Liverpool and Man City. What game did you watch? You were flicking between about 3 games, weren't you?
I started with PSG versus Club Brugge just because I wanted to see, of course, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe.
Yeah.
Weren't great.
It wasn't, was it?
It wasn't.
I saw the highlights and Mbappe limped off.
Yeah, it wasn't great at all. I mean, they went 1-up and then it was just... I expected more, so then I went over to the Liverpool game. That looked like a good game, so I started tuning in for that.
That was a good game, I watched that.
Then went to City, who just obviously Manchester City are just doing what they usually do, which is completely bury teams.
Leaking goals, playing too high.
Yeah, playing too high, but still score 6.
Yeah.
So
leaking 3.
But it was it was a good night of Champions League football. I did really enjoy it.
Is it okay? It is quite facetious. It's tongue in cheek, I know, but the fact that City let in 3 and Liverpool let in 2, I know it's all about the win. I know that, of course, but are there any question marks to the defending in those? Is it totally irrelevant? I'm asking you that question. Is it totally irrelevant? City conceded 3 goals, Liverpool conceded 2 because they got the win. Do you forget about what happened? It's just about the 3
of course. You look at in terms of you look at the first of all the lineups and the goals, the way they went in. Now you start looking Nathan Ake. Okay, he played centre back, scored a good goal.
Good header.
Would he start usually? Probably not. Do you know what I mean? Cancelo scored a really good goal. So it's one. No Kyle Walker because obviously he'd usually play there. So I think for Manchester City, of course, and listen, that Nkunku scored the hat trick. He was absolutely fantastic. Do you know what I mean? He was so good. So of course, yeah, as a manager, you look at Liverpool's defending and the goals that they conceded. You look at Manchester City's, but of course, the most important thing was that they got the win. And I felt like you look at Manchester City, they've scored 6. I know they've conceded 3, but they've still scored 6.
Why did Van Dijk's not play from the top? Massive and Gomez.
I couldn't work it out.
They got Palace at home at the weekend.
See that? I was thinking maybe, they got a massive game at the weekend maybe and they don't want to push it. But when I saw, listen, no disrespect to Palace, obviously fantastic result against Tottenham, but I thought it'd be maybe someone, do you know what I mean, like maybe a City they were playing or
top 6
or something like that. But so when I saw that, I was a bit strange. But listen, Jurgen Klopp, it kind of paid off because they got the result. I mean, but the goals that they conceded weren't great. I thought Matip and Gomez looked a little bit nervous. But of course, you've got Van Dijk to get back. So the most important thing is that they win.
What did you make of Salah last night, Mr. Penn?
Yeah,
scored a goal.
Listen, he's still unbelievable, Salah. For me,
is he better than Grealish?
Yeah.
I know it's either side, left and right. I know that.
Yeah.
If you could only have one,
Salah,
every day,
all day.
City
I'd have
fans
Salah
agree with you.
in that right hand side, maybe even or left over anyone else in the Premier League.
Would you really? Jamie Carragher asked an interesting question yesterday as to whether or not Salah would get in Liverpool's best ever 11.
Certainly in my era. In terms of watching, 100%.
Would he?
Remember, I didn't see people like
Dalglish,
because obviously I get that.
Who's a better finisher, Fowler or Salah?
Fowler is an unbelievable finisher. Fowler finisher is.
Sorry, who are you saying is better?
Better finisher?
Yeah,
Fowler.
Oh, fine. Okay, sorry, I thought you said Salah. Fine.
No, Fowler.
Okay.
Probably Fowler. But Mohamed Salah is unbelievable.
Does he get in Liverpool's greatest ever 11?
As I said, in terms of my generation, 100%. But I didn't watch. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see the likes of Dalglish and that rush, that era there where they were so dominant. So
okay, well listen, we'll put so many questions actually. I want to hear from Liverpool fans about last night's performance. Do you care that you conceded 2? Why didn't Virgil van Dijk start? And Salah, does he get into your greatest Liverpool 11? Where does he play? I'm guessing Dalglish is in there. Obviously, Rush will be playing down the middle. I would like to think Robbie Fowler's in it as well.
You think?
With that, well,
Souness
has got to play in the middle of the park, without a doubt.
I don't know, Fowler.
Oh,
yeah, but
his nickname was God. I mean,
what over Rush?
No. But you played the 2, yeah?
Okay, where does Dalglish play?
Well, this is the problem now.
Oh, well, okay.
08717223334.
Keegan? What, Kevin Keegan?
Yeah, okay. It's a very good question. So does he? Does Salah get in Liverpool's greatest ever side? 017223334. Hopefully we've got the right person here in Owen, the Liverpool fan. Hello, Owen.
Hi, are you okay?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you doing? Thank you, man. It's very kind of you.
I'm really good. Do you know, it was a bit of a relief to turn the radio on and hear people not talking about Cristiano Ronaldo today, though. So that was a bit of
we could do that if you want. What a player. 3 goals in... Okay, no, fine. Go on, Owen.
Yeah, I was just saying to your producer that I think Mo Salah gets in my all-time Liverpool 11 without any problems whatsoever.
Owen, how old are you?
I am 24.
Oh, you sound a lot older. Honestly, you sound about mid-40s.
Is that a compliment? I'm not sure.
I don't think that's an insult, is it, that you sound mature for your age?
I'll take that. The grey hairs maybe are not so much of a compliment.
Oh, at least you've got hairs. The reason I asked that is because, of course, there are certain players that you might not have seen growing up, like the Dalglish, the Ian Rush and so on.
If I ask my dad or my grandfather, there's no chance he gets in there. But for me, when you're looking at the likes of Jovanovic and Andre Veronin, not a lot of contests from the early 10s, is it?
Who's your forward line then, Owen? In Liverpool's greatest ever 11 that you've seen?
That is a big ask.
Do you know what? It's tough because when you start looking at Fowler, Owen, people like that.
Fowler's got to be in there, isn't he, Owen?
I loved Robbie Fowler. Absolutely loved Robbie Fowler. But I love Michael Owen as well. I've got a great signed shirt from when I was about 6 years old for Michael Owen.
Are you sure you just didn't do it because you got the same name?
My handwriting is not that good, unfortunately.
Oh, fine, okay. Go on, give me your front three. Go on, Owen. Give me your front three. Liverpool's greatest 11.
I would probably go Fernando Torres down the middle.
Oh,
Suarez and Mo Salah.
I completely forgot about Suarez and Torres.
So did I.
No Fowler.
Well, I don't know if you can... Well, you're having Torres over Fowler, are you?
I think Torres for 2 years is absolutely unplayable.
Honestly, Torres was an absolute joke. For 2 years.
But Robbie Fowler is one of the most naturally gifted finishers
I get that.
ever.
I would probably have Robbie Fowler, but
I would.
Well, I don't know actually, because Fernando Torres for 2 years was unstoppable. And I'm not talking about, like, if you look on the eye, Suarez has been one of the best in terms of his touch, his technique, the way he can create opportunities. But when you talk about raw power...
Here's a question for you. He used to
love going Old Trafford, I know that.
I know he did. You're playing Suarez on the left, right?
I wouldn't, but yeah.
No, but in that scenario, if you've got Salah on the right.
Yeah.
Right, does that mean John Barnes doesn't get into that Liverpool side?
See, again, I didn't really watch Barnsley, but I
in a
get,
Liverpool shirt, he was outstanding.
I heard that he was one of the very, very best.
Yeah, he was frightening.
Oh, Torres,
that's weird. So we were talking about Michael Owen and we spoke to Owen. We've just been speaking about John Barnes and we're going to John.
Also, as well, sorry.
Oh, go on, hold on, John.
I'm talking about hairband Torres, not when he cut it all off. I'm talking the blonde hairband.
Yeah. Hello, John. How are you?
I'm fine. Good show today, guys.
Thank you, John. That's very kind. How old are you? I'm asking that for a reason, obviously.
I'm 60, so I've seen quite a lot of them.
Same as Andy. Decent.
You sound younger than the 24-year-old we just had on.
Oh, thanks very much for that.
So go on. This is going to be, I'm guessing, a totally different forward line for your greatest front three at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Does Salah get in it?
No, not now.
He doesn't.
But
go on.
my forward line would be Ian Russ, Robbie Fowler, Suarez.
So you're playing number 9.
You played Suarez over Salah.
Yeah.
So what does Suarez do that Salah hasn't?
Salah's goals all come from the same type of game, same type of movement.
Is that bad?
Suarez used to score.
Yeah, but but you look at Suarez. Salah's won the Champions League, the Premier League, Golden Boot, and he's not done enough.
Yeah, I know. I think Suarez has won them as well, hasn't he?
Not at Liverpool, he didn't.
Well, not at Liverpool, no, but I mean, he has in his career. I think he's a better all-round attacker than Salah. Salah's exceptional. Don't get me wrong, he's an exceptional player, and at this moment in time, he's one of the best in the world. But if you wanted me to put him against Ian Russ, Robbie Fowler, and even, dare I say it, Michael Owen, fantastic attackers. And I can go back as far as Roger Hunt, Kevin Keegan, John Toshak, them type of guys.
Okay.
So many.
John, you're a superstar. Thanks for...
Last night I was a bit worried of that lineup, though. When I looked at it, I thought, Origi and Gomez coming in against AC Milan. I thought maybe Jurgen had got it mixed up with, are we playing Palace last night and are we playing AC Milan on Saturday?
Yeah.
I was a bit worried.
Well, listen, you got the result in the end. Thank you for your call, John. You're not happy with what he said, is that right?
Because he said that Salah...
I know, but Suarez, wow.
I get it, but he said that Suarez hasn't done... Salah hasn't done enough. What more can you do? Won the league, won the Champions League, won Golden Boot. Suarez didn't do any of them. He might have won the Golden Boot. That was it.
You're definitely taking Salah over Suarez,
100%.
Yeah? Okay. It's a nice debate. 08717 223344. That seems to be where the show is going this afternoon. This is Drive on talkSPORT with WeBuyAndyCar.com. Hundreds of local branches, usually no more than 15 minutes away, leaving more time to enjoy the football.